in and out of Boston, lower end of 93 and 128. Nothing in the way between Braintree and the Pike. Route 3 is clear up and down the South Shore. Route 24 and 95, the trip to go to and from Rhode Island. Everything is clear down the Cape now, and no issues coming from and going from Maine and Hampshire on 93 and 95. David Cedrone, WBZ 24-hour traffic network.
And taking a look at the 4-day forecast, here's actually weather share split.
Mostly cloudy for tonight and a little sticky as well. We'll have a brief shower around below 65 degrees. Tomorrow will turn out mostly sunny. It'll be breezy and less humid as well. The daytime high 75 degrees. Tomorrow night clear and much cooler. The overnight low 50.
It is 6:05. I don't know if it's mentioned yet, but Patriots beat Miami 21-11 and 1-2 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Final score 6-3. I'm Madison Rogers, WBZ, Boston News Radio. It's Food for Thought.
The following broadcast is a commercial message paid for by North Star Media Group Incorporated.
You're listening to Food for Thought with Billy and Jenny, brought to you by the Box Center. For more than 15 years, this dining duo has been eating their way through New England, mixing it up with top chefs jumping behind the line of the hottest restaurants, and giving you the inside scoop on where to wine, dine, and spend your time. So get ready. It's Food for Thought, giving you something to chew on. Hey everybody, welcome into Food for Thought, brought to you by the Box Center. This is Jenny Johnson, and I am really looking forward to our guest today. Janelle Salzman is a nationally board certified and New Hampshire licensed occupational therapist. She's a certified Ayurvedic practitioner, which we're going to talk more about this hour. She's a Lyme magnetic protocol practitioner as well. Just about 25 years ago, she graduated a local... It's Food for Thought, giving you something to chew on. Hey everybody, welcome into Food for Thought, brought to you by the Box Center. This is Jenny Johnson, and I am really looking forward to our guest today. Janelle Salzman is a nationally board certified and New Hampshire licensed occupational therapist. She's a certified Ayurvedic practitioner, which we're going to talk more about this hour. She's a Lyme magnetic protocol practitioner as well. Just about 25 years ago, she graduated a local 1-2 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Final score 6-3. I'm Madison Rogers, WBZ, Boston News Radio. It's Food for Thought.
The following broadcast is a commercial message paid for by North Star Media Group Incorporated.
You're listening to Food for Thought with Billy and Jenny, brought to you by the Box Center. For more than 15 years, Allen Suites, Breakaway, and Rosalia Restaurant. Welcome back to Food for Thought. Janelle is our guest, and we're going to be talking about Ayurveda right now. Doing so, there's a certainty familiar with Kapalu, which you mentioned in the break before, which is a yoga and healing center in western Massachusetts. And Ayurveda and yoga, Janelle, from what I gather, are said to be sort of like sister sciences. So we're familiar with the practice of yoga. People are less familiar with the practice of Ayurveda. Can you sort of describe that to us in a way that that we can understand?
Sure. So what I love most about Ayurveda is, yes, it is the oldest holistic medicine. It's actually the oldest healthcare system in the world. And the coolest thing is, nothing's changed.
Portable protein pack. A snack with up to 13 grams of protein from 3 delicious ingredients. Meat, cheese, and nuts. Because 3 is better than 1. P3 is packaged in convenient on-the-go containers, so if you have a hectic commute or need a boost of energy, P3 is there to help you take on the day. With your best ride in and out of the city, I'm John Willis, Bloomberg 1061, Boston, Dover Report, and 92.9 HD2. Markets, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com. The Bloomberg Business likely deploy a vaccine to the public by the end of the year. Crude oil right now, we're a little weaker in the electronic session with WTI down about 0.3%, trading 37.22 in the electronic session. That's a quick look at markets. We roll on to global news next. Ed Baxter in the Bloomberg 960 newsroom in San Francisco. Eddie?
All right, Dr. Shia, following in your footsteps on the pandemic, India...
Later on this afternoon today, and the Fed certainly is going to be the big focus here because we saw that big policy shift on inflation targeting. Are they going to have to include that in the guidance of their policy statement this time around? And if they don't, are they going to start disappointing markets? Because that was what was highly anticipated here on how they're going to be able to achieve that higher inflation in the next coming years or so. So Still a lot of questions here today. Of course, we're still looking ahead to whether this tech rally has any legs at this point here. The Asian session still looking quite muted for now, according to what we're seeing here after that sell-off that we saw on Friday with U.S. tech stocks still very much in focus. And so still a lot of questions, of course, too, about this U.S. election risk as well. Are there best places to hedge? A lot of questions, of course, we're going to be asking to Kirk West, who is joining us in this hour. Kirk, let's talk a little bit more about the Fed here. We saw that big shift in policy when it comes to inflation and letting prices go a little bit hotter here in the next. We're just cutting you down to these markets opening in Japan. It seems like right now pretty solid start to the week, but of course still watching very close eye on the trickle through we might get from that Friday sell-off in the U.S.
Europe is a financial entity.
Which sectors look attractive to you?
Europe is a constantly evolving political story.
He takes in birds by day several times.
Europe is covered by Bloomberg.
What about the news by the Prime Minister this week?
Bloomberg Daybreak Europe.
This stamp duty hike seems to be a temporary solution.
Weekdays at 1 a.m.
What will the compromise be?
On Bloomberg 1061 Boston Newburyport and 92.9 HD2. Bloomberg, the world is listening.
Office sanitation is more important now than ever. BioShield Matrix with its antimicrobial additive actively kills viruses and harmful pathogens to create a safe work environment. One application for 90 days of proven protection. Do you have the Matrix? BioShieldMatrix.com.
Your company has grown, but tonight it's just you and your senior managers. To beat a tight deadline, you need a team you can trust. And a bank really major going on in the area. Just that Mass Pike eastbound still locked up for a couple of miles out in Lee due to a tractor-trailer fire after exit 2 in the right lane. Mass Pike westbound, no problem. Just got a little lane drop there at the Mass Ave area into the Crew Tunnel. To the north on 128, you're now clear between the Pike and Peabody. Route 1 southbound gets heavy through the work zone in Chelsea. Routes 95, 3, and 93, you're in good shape heading from New Hampshire back into Mass. The expressway in both directions about 11 minutes.